Hey, yo, what's the deal? Miss your boy Tag from Pro Wrestling Tag, you know what I mean? As of this recording, it is 10:37 a.m., October 22nd, 2025. You know what I mean? It's the first video of the day. You know, I mean, it's a slow news day. You know what I'm saying? It's a shit day. You know, I hate slow news days like this because there's nothing to cover. You know what I mean? So I'm just glad that I make, I observe stuff on YouTube and on X to create some sort of news and such, because I need some news. Now, I need some news to pump out to you awesome folks. Real quick, now I forgot to mention this. I also did hear about the passing of Mo from Men on a Mission. My condolences go out to him. You know what I'm saying? Both members of Men on a Mission are dead. You know what I mean? I don't know what happened to Oscar the rapper, but if I'm not mistaken, I think Mo might have came back. I think he might have came back during the Owen Hart time when Owen Hart was doing the Blue Blazer gimmick. I think it might have been him. I'm not absolutely sure it's him or it might have been somebody else. I don't remember. I honestly do not remember, but yes, I don't remember. I mean, it might have been Coco Beware too. I'm not sure, but Men on a Mission. Both members are dead. I mean, Viscera. Viscera's best. His best career feat was in ECW when he was Big Daddy V. I think that was his best. His best run to date and such. But rest in peace to both members of Men on a Mission. Like I said, I didn't know what I wanted to talk about because there's really no news and such, but I did save up some things to speak on. And I want to talk about how, with AEW contract situations, how there are people who they definitely want out their deal, for sure. You know what I mean? I think, it gives wrestlers red flags to even sign with AEW if they want to, if they want to be in AEW. You know what I mean? Like, it's weird because you see the bullshit that Tony Khan does, right? He don't want to let people, he's not using people. He don't want to let them out their contracts and such. So I have a suggestion for anybody who is interested in signing with AEW, right? And something that you should really consider. If you're doing a deal with AEW, fuck it. I'm signing for 1 year. Fuck that shit. I'm signing for a year. Why? Because I do not trust Tony Khan or anything else. I'm not signing a 2 or 3 year deal. Fuck that. Fuck that shit. Fuck that. Why? Why sign to a company for 3 years if, number one, I'm not feeling, if you have no plans for me at all, none. If you have no plans for me at all and you want me to sign and you want me to just sit there and not do anything, now fuck that. I'll sign for only a year. Fuck that. Fuck that shit. Like, I would be paranoid if I'm a wrestler. You know what I mean? Especially like if I'm a free agent and I just came back from either WWE or TNA or whatnot. You know what I mean? I'm only signing for a year because, again, like you see people who are not really being used. I mean, shit, Josh Alexander, all these people, right? And then you got those like Britt Baker and Danhausen and Private Party and such that they go into years in these deals, and then when it's time to move on, like Tony just he keeps them there. You know what I mean? Like, I would say fucking, like, I'm only signing a 1 year deal. Fuck that. Fuck that shit. Like, if you don't like it, tough shit. Because you shouldn't have trust. Honestly, you should not have trust for this promotion. You shouldn't. You really shouldn't. Because, 1 minute you get used, right? And then the other minute, like, you know where to be found. Camille's another one, right? Look at all these people. And I think signing to AEW is basically a life lesson for a lot of these people because, again, they're not really being exposed to their talents are not really being exposed like how it should be, right? So I wouldn't even, like I said, I wouldn't even dare sign a 3-year deal with AEW because you're locked in. You are locked in. Like I would not sign a deal with any more than 12 months because I don't want to be locked into a fucking deal. I mean, if you are, let's say if you sign a 2-year deal, you're already locked in. You're locked in for 1 more year. Know what I mean? Why do that? If you could just say, fuck it, I'm only signing for 12 months, and that's it. You don't like it, tough shit. Plain and simple. Plain and fucking simple. I wouldn't even play with my career like that, bro. I wouldn't. But then you got stupid people who still wound up signing for 2 or 3 years, thinking that, he's gonna give me a push. That nigga's selling you a bag of goods, B. Like, come on, man. You serious? You know what I mean? Like, you ass kissing and everything else. Come on, bro. Let's get real, man. You know what I mean? I don't think that's a smart business move to stay, to sign with a company for more than a fucking year. I would just say fucking just do the New Japan shit. Sign for 1 year and then see what happens. 1 year, see what happens. 1 year, see what happens. You know what I mean? It's smart business, B. That's smart business. And then after that year, you get more money. You know what I mean? You get more money. So depending on your value. Depending on your value. But that's just me. You know what I mean? Again, today's a slow news day right now. You know what I mean? I'm hoping that there's something that will spark up. Will spark up stuff. You know what I mean? So we shall see. So I'm out at y'all. Peace.